Let's see if everything is up already. Diary of a property agent. Is it up yet? Okay, yes, we are live. We are live. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Joel, Daddy Property Chef. Well, actually, every week when we start, it's like talking to the air. But anyway, yeah, but it's okay. As we mentioned, we will keep on doing until we cover all the district. And more importantly, it's usually people, I don't know for what some very weird reason, they will only be watching after the live. They will, most of our time, people start to ask me question after the live, you know. And it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe we consider the time where they burn their offering.
没有这么巧啊。Okay, but anyway, hello everybody. Hi, I'm Joel, Daddy Property Chef, and I have with me my good friend, Master Jason Chan from 1年Fengshui Consultancy. Of course, his Facebook page will be Geomancy Culture. Okay, yes, Jason. So, 今天是 today 15, right?
Yes, 15. Today is a very important day for many reasons.
Yes, please share why.
Because other than 15 lah, the next important thing will impact everybody. Today is the day that the US will have their midterm election.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Then another reason also today you will see a red color moon.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where? How come?
Yeah, it's don't know how many years then you will see this phenomenon. So today you will see it. I'm not sure whether Singapore can see it, but it's all over the Facebook and thing. I saw like Mothership reported, so I presume Singapore can see it, but I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you see a red moon tonight. So one of those rare occasion, and also US midterm election. So I wish Biden all the best.
Can't be bothered. Sorry to say this. US really I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with US anymore. But anyway, anyway, okay. Guys, thanks for watching. So today we are going to be talking about a very interesting district. Okay, it's District 8. It's District 8. Okay, we'll be talking about Little India. Well, I'm trying to share.
District what?
District what, man? Hey, how come I cannot share? This is weird.
Yeah, so District 8, a lot of things happening, especially many years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Oh, for those of you who are old enough, right? You will have heard of what's that hotel again?
New World Hotel. And you also remember the Little India riot.
Yeah, man.
And I still remember the time when I first saw the news. I thought it was a movie show.
Huh? Xiaomi movie show?
Yeah, I mean, how often Singapore's police car got flipped?
Yeah, it's true. It's really very seldom you get to see Singapore so much action.
Yeah,
But
so it sort of reflect I mean, we took safety for granted. So our security
correct.
for granted.
I mean, security, social peacefulness is something that I think everybody has taken for granted for quite a long time. I think it's something that we really need to reflect.
Yeah, especially with all these war going around, and then also sometimes we hear shooting or some public hurting of people. So I think we should not take it for granted. Yeah, the world has become a bit more and more unsafe.
Honestly speaking, it's not about, because today I was chatting with a few of my friends also lah. So we were talking about my friend is a teacher lah. My friend is a teacher. So we were actually talking about, as our generation gets more and more. I mean I don't know lah. Maybe it's just me lah. But as our generation gets more and more educated, right? Something that is disappearing it's the moral values I don't know whether Jason agree with me on this or not but it's like people start to because we're more educated, we have more knowledge, and we start to feel a bit more self-entitled. We start to feel a bit more self-entitled. Then we start to realize, oh no, I mean not saying everybody, of course lah, but we do see that on news, on social media, whereby some people will they will just want their way, not just the rich people. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about 我没有仇富啊，我没有仇富啊。I'm not against rich people, but you see it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not about the wealthy, want to get their ways around. No, it's not. It's almost everybody. You see, in US they have this term called Karen Jason, you know Jason,
yeah, I heard before.
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfair to the ladies whose names are Karens honestly speaking. But I don't know where this term actually came from but we must be very frank this type of social behavior is happening everywhere. It's as if everybody starts to think about I'm an individual, I'm a person, I have a right, I want something. So I just humbly share something that I post today. Okay, I just post this thing today before we start the whole show proper. I just want to show you guys what I've actually posted today. Okay, before we start the show proper. Okay, it's this thing. Okay, I'm starting to think entitlement is actually a disease. Entitlement is actually a disease, and we must be honest. We must be honest, right? The only entitlement we are born with is the power to path our own life. This is what I really feel. It's like, I mean, some people may say, I don't know, there are some people who are born with not even silver spoon. Some people are born with the golden platinum titanium spoon or whatever you call it, diamond spoon also can or some who are born into royalty. But whether you can keep it or not is another thing. I don't know whether you all agree with me or not Like you may be born rich but in the end, right, don't need to feel self-entitled. You know why or not? Because ultimately, whether you can keep it or not, that is your entitlement. Our only entitlement in life is whether you can have something, but you must know whether you can keep it or not. That's why in Chinese, we always have this saying, 富不过三代 Nowadays, I see 两代都 that's it 不要讲三代 Honestly speaking, so I feel that we try to be more humble. We try to be more humble and try to help more people.
Yeah, actually, Joel is very true. I mean, entitlement is a thing that someone should reflect. I mean, in the way giving and receiving are sides of the or from the same coin. So when you give, right, you also receive. Yeah. So never stop giving.
Yeah, it's like whenever we talk about housing, right? Whenever we talk about housing, then there will always be people saying, "Wow, actually, I'm a bit tired of hearing all this also lah." They will complain. They say, "Wow, the houses are more and more expensive." Blah 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 blah. But honestly speaking, you go and see. Really, you go and check out all these people who are complaining, right? You go and find out what they are buying. Seriously, it's sometimes is 很虚伪 very hypocrite They keep telling you blah blah blah. They complain and complain and complain. You go and see they are actually part and parcel of the reason No, they are actually the people who are helping to blow the property price out of proportion. So don't complain about something that we cannot have no control over lah. Let's do something about it lor. Correct. People ask for ridiculous price, you can don't buy what. Right or not?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is the thing.
Yeah. So if let's say I draw the lesson for entitlement, you buy high price, but just that you pay the price later.
Yeah. You buy high price, then after that you complain property price getting higher. It's like
Yeah. Then you pay the
then the
price of interest.
yeah, then the most ridiculous part, right, is where the old people then they start to complain, wow, later my children, my grandchildren cannot buy houses. You go and ask them how much they are selling their property for.
Hmm.
You see, this is what goes around comes around one. So you do I'm not perfect. I'm not, you know, I'm not Superman. I cannot do anything. But I only advise this thing is we solve the problem. Okay, we try to solve the problem. We don't add on to problems. We don't add on to problems. Okay? It's as simple as that. Because the society has a lot of problem already. No, we don't need any more people to add on to the society's problem. Let's just be frank on that. That is why Jason and I are here today. We are here to we are doing all this right to share with you all, hoping that we can help you a bit, in your buying a house is one of the most expensive thing in your lifetime. So hopefully what Jason and I are doing right, we can actually help you gain a bit more insight, help you make a more informed decision. Okay? But so ultimately, whatever works for you, see. Okay, cut the long story short, almost 10 minutes already. So today, yes, we're going to talk about one of the most interesting place in Singapore when it comes to our ethnic groups, our culture. This is a place that is very flavorful. Okay, so we're going to talk about Little India, District 8 today. Jason, you want to go first or I go first?
How about this time you go first?
Yeah, I think the last few show always you go first, right? Okay,
Yeah,
today I will
yeah.
go first. Okay, so we first have a look. Let's first have a look at how is Little India doing? Okay, how is Little India? Salah, sorry about that. Let's have a look at what is the market trend for District 8 now. Okay. Okay, so let's just go by district. District 8. What happened today? Go up a bit. Okay. District 8. Okay, Little India. So let's have a look. Let's just have a look at how are the condos let's just look at how are all the properties doing down there first. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, for the last 20 years. Okay, let's go 20 years. Okay, last 20 years. We can see, actually most of the town is the same one. You see 203, 03. What's the thing for 03 again? 03 is SARS, is it? What was it, SARS? I cannot remember. So many things happen over the years. Then every time we look at this chart, we must memorize everything. Okay. We look at the more modern ones will be about 9 years ago, the cooling measures start to hit. Then after that, residential prices start to up down a bit. And then you all will see the magic figure from year 2000, right? Prong, everything go up. Why? Because COVID caused FOMO. The biggest effect of COVID is not people dying, The biggest effect of COVID is actually FOMO. You all can see actually from 03 is the same thing. Okay, then everything start to rush up. Everybody start to rush into the market buying. Then something happen, it starts to drop down. Then we can see from usually when the prices shoot up the most, right, is when that few years there's a lot of new launches, a lot of redevelopment around that area. Okay, so you can see for for this year, right, actually quite a number of new launches, quite a number of new launches in the area. Of course, we're not forgetting over the last few years we have the most recent one is Piccadilly. Then there is this what other project was that already? Too many projects happening around the whole of island. I also don't know why. It seems like property agents. I'm talking about my trade. My trade. Property agents will keep telling everybody, wow, Singapore got not enough land, not enough property. But what we can see, right, is every year got more and more new launch coming out. Every single year, more and more new launch coming out. Then the best part, more and more BTO coming out. Then the worst part is what? From the last 5 years, right? Singapore population never go up, But we have more houses, Then we still complain that not enough houses, I also don't understand why. Okay, but we can see in general, District 8 property prices has been quite stable. Okay, quite stable. There has never been a major plunge. There's no such thing as a major plunge, then crash all the way. No. Okay, so far still quite stable, along the years. Okay, then but as I always mention, right, the golden tip for buying a house, buying a property, right, is always you ensure that you have proper holding power. If you do not have enough holding power, then my advice to you is don't buy at all. You are buying a house just to flip, like in the just turn of the millennium, then people start to buy houses just to flip, buy option, flip option. Then I tell you, don't waste your time because property market will never go back to that. I mean, honestly speaking, people are not that foolish anymore. So don't think about, wow, you want to flip option, all these, you will never work anymore. Okay, so coming to our District 8. Okay, District 8, you can see, right, it cuts Bukit Timah Road upwards. Okay, Bukit Timah Rochor Road upward, right? All the way until Balestier. Okay, anything after Balestier, right, is Boon Keng side already. So you all can see the beautiful colors. Okay, all these let me just switch to, okay, you all can see, right, all these in blue are the basically all the shop houses are commercial complexes. Then you all know this one very important, one very interesting part. Town itself, right? Town itself is flanked by left Tanjong Pagar and right Little India. This, in fact, you all can see from the Singapore map, right? This, in fact, where most of the commercial complexes are. In fact, what are these type of commercial complexes? They are the shop houses. Okay, these are majority. Almost all of them are shop houses. Okay. Sorry, roadshow side. Okay, you can see rows and rows of shop houses. Okay, then if you were to ask me, right, in my 14 years as a property agent, I think to me, I think the property that really stands out in the whole of Little India, right, will be City Square Residences. When I was a young agent, I rented this project before, for resale, bring tenant go and see. I tell you, I was damn impressed, This place is like United Nation. I see French, I see Korean, I see Japanese, I see Russian, Indians, that time not so much Chinese. Wow, basically every Australians, wow, I was impressed, Then the place is very cohesive. But of course, for this project itself, one thing that most people will remember will be the clashes between the tenants and the security. It seems like a lot of the tenants were inviting their friends to stay over, and to the extent the MCSD wanted the security guards to check every single one who is entering the building. And for those, I think this was one of the projects that has the worst clash between security guards and the tenants to the extent that there was a court case. There was a legal case, and it frequently went on to the news. But honestly speaking, this is a freehold property. Was it triple nine or freehold? Let me double confirm again. I too many, as I mentioned, really too many projects already. But I in my whole career, I always think that City Square Residentials is one of the better projects in that area. You see, I myself, I really like this project. So if you would, let's just double confirm whether it's triple nine or freehold. I can tell you one thing. Up to this day, right? Up to this day, I still think that it's it's freehold. It's freehold. I myself think that it's really a fantastic buy. Let's just have a look at the transactions over the last. Oh, you see, the price has reached 2,000 PSF already. Honestly speaking, you ask me, go and buy Ang Mo Kio, Bishan, or what, Mountbatten, this area, Mountbatten, okay lah, Mountbatten, but 99-year leasehold, whatever lah. Anyway, you ask me go and buy 99-year leasehold city fringe or outskirt, I might as well I go and buy City Square Residences, because it's just beside City Square Mall, then there's the MRT. Okay, the interesting part about Little India, right? Little India, this is of course obviously Little India, so the Indian population down here is actually the majority. Okay, Indian populations is the majorities that is staying around here. Honestly speaking, if not for NEL Northeast Line I can tell you one thing. This place is still majority owned by Indians. Oh yeah, sorry, I remember the other project is Sturdy Residences. Suddenly the name came to my mind. Their show flat this piece of green land, right? These are what? Some road playground, right? They always have the was it down here? No, sorry, I think it's down here. Somewhere around here, they always have the show flats one for all the new launches. I think last time Coastline was also down here. Can you imagine Coastline is in District 15? Then they put their show flat over here. I also don't know what the developer is thinking about. But anyway, so coming back, Northeast Line actually turned the whole Little India around. Firstly, because of the Northeast Line, right, more and more other races come into Little India. Okay, you can see a lot of the condos now are actually owned by other races as well. So even for the HDB, right, we see also more and more how should I put it? More and more varieties of races. Because usually last time there are HDB flats, right, in Little India. We always face this problem one. Indian quota field. Indian quota field. I can tell you, I think the whole of Singapore, this is one of the area confirmed is Indian quota field one. For Little India. So the Rangoon Road side, the Faber Park side, all the HDBs, right, all are filled up. Last time most of the Chinese will be around this area. Sorry, where is it? Let me find the Kelantan. Kelantan Road. Where is it? Suddenly cannot find. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Kelantan Court, this side, right? This is where most of the Chinese are. Very funny one. This side, KK Market, that side, mostly Indians all the way up. Then this side, mostly all Chinese. Maybe like Jason said, Jason, were you the one who mentioned Chinese side to live by the river, right? Here got one longkang, longkang.
Yeah, Chinese love water.
Chinese love water. So that's why this side all the longkang. Okay. Then one thing about this area will be, to be very frank, most of the shop houses are freehold. And a lot of them are actually conservation houses. Sorry, suddenly the word slipped my tongue. Conservation houses. So majorly development, I think, is going to be a bit tough. But we are seeing more and more lands being taken up, for rebuilding. This is out already. For for rebuilding. Then some of the, the what I foresee for this area, you see all those shop houses or those are not conservation houses. They will slowly one by one be taken up. Okay. Like example, this interesting project. Where let me find where is it? Okay. I don't know how many of you have heard about this project called 1953. Okay. At Tencent Shore. Yeah. 1953. Okay, this project is very interesting. This project is very, very interesting. Why I say that? This is residential with commercial at first level. Okay, you see all these red markings, right? They are all residential with commercial at first story. Sorry, why not unmark this? Then you all can see, right? 1953 is actually the frontage is a few of the shop houses. So developer on block a few of the shop houses. I think the rest of the owners don't want to sell. So they on block these few shop houses and they bought the land beside. Okay, they bought the land beside to build up this interesting project. But I tell you, this project is so interesting. Why? Because for I think some of the tree bathers, right? They are walk-ups, Can you imagine? Nowadays, we have residential project don't have lift on. It's a walk-up apartment, So 别有一番风味啦, if you ask me. But I don't know how many the young people will like it lah. But if you were to ask me whether it's a good buy or not, my question is, you're willing to pay more money for people to bring out your furniture or not? For those, I know a lot of young people, they like to go for lifestyle. They are buying those freehold shop houses. Sorry, not freehold shop houses, those freehold walk-up apartments. But to be frank, if you look at the long run, these are for that niche people, that niche group of people. General population, we won't buy this type of thing one. But there will still be buyers. You must understand one thing. In no matter where you are, right? No matter what type of housing you have, there will still be this type of people who are willing to buy it. But when market is normal, not saying like now, when market is normal, who will be adventurous enough to spend top dollars to buy your property? All this you all must really take note. So and I also want to bring to your attention about this area is the fact that most of the projects down here, right, they are starting to build a lot of 1 and 2 beders. So because developers, you must understand, developers only want to earn money. Developers only want to earn money. They did not build houses for charity. They don't put consumers on top of their mind. They don't care one. They don't care about the layout. They don't care. They only think about how much more money they can squeeze out of you. Okay, so please understand the new launches in this type of area, right, will only just get smaller and smaller. So if you tell me you want to buy this area, right, to stay, right, I wish you all good luck. I really wish you all good luck. You all have to really accept the fact that these are the places whereby the houses will just get smaller and smaller. Please take note of this. Let me just find where is it? Yes. In fact, this project called Forte Suites, right? This was one of the projects in my career. I tell you, I see the show flat, I walk out. I see the show flat, I walk out. Because they are 3 bedder. They are 3 bedder. 600 over square feet only, To the extent the washing machine need to be put at the balcony. And if I didn't remember wrongly, right, for the show flat, the bomb shelter was the what's that? Bomb shelter was the wardrobe for the master room. This type of layout, and it's freehold. This project is freehold, and you guess what? This type of layout sold out. So that's why I keep hearing people complaining about the property. But then this type of layout people buy. 600, I think 624 square feet, 3 bedder. All the common rooms can only put single bed. One of the bedroom don't even have a wardrobe, And the wardrobe for the master bedroom is the bomb shelter. This type of design people buy, Then you all tell me 哇 Singapore property getting more expensive， 但我只能讲是你们买出来的嘛，correct。I mean so sorry to say this 啦，but we must be truthful to ourselves 啦。Every as China as this sentence statement from China came 啊，雪崩的时候对吗？没有一片雪花是无辜的。哦，in the event of an avalanche, right, there isn't a piece of snowflake that is innocent. Direct translation sorry 我英语不好。哦，so for something to happen, right, nobody is innocent everybody play a part. Let's be frank. I'm a property agent so I sold some things correct. But I'm trying to help now. So I'm sharing all this with you all. When it comes to buying a property, right, just be careful please just be careful. Don't I also pity the people who bought, So how are they going to be selling this? I can tell you one thing this is the type of project people ask me to sell, I also don't dare to sell one. If anybody call me and say, hey Joel, I got you 40 suites for sale, I tell you I don't dare to sell. For rental can you ask me to sell, I don't know how to sell seriously. So for Little India, okay, this whole piece, is it a good place? I genuinely think that it is. Is there potential? I really think that there is also a lot of potential because this is the nearest to City Fringe already. This is nearest to City Fringe. In fact, this is even nearer than Mountbatten, Marymount that side. This is the nearest. Potong Pasir, all these are actually not City Fringe. Little India is City Fringe. But you have to be very, very careful of what you are buying, honestly speaking. And for the youngsters, right, those who, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned before, those who don't want to get married or just want to chase after lifestyle, don't need to buy condo You all go and buy all those HDB flat down here, right? Kelantan Road the Faber this side. Left maybe around 50 plus 60 years one. Honestly speaking, young people nowadays, they chase after lifestyle one, they don't care. You buy this type of area, it's so near to town. Then the best part is, today if government want to unblock, they'll unblock this area They won't be unblocking what Pasir Ris all these. No If Pasir Ris they unblock those that is near to MRT only But these are the area that is really city fringe Beach Road Tanjong Pagar you all want to chase after lifestyle, right? You all don't want facilities, want to chase after lifestyle. You're going to buy this type of area. Okay, left 50 over 60 over years one. You all buy this type of area. I think 3-room flat at Kelantan Kelantan Court, right? You all can buy less than 400,000. I think maybe around 400 400 or slightly more than 400,000 can buy. Then you want to spend 100,000 to renovate. Nobody care one. Nobody care one. You design it to how you like it. Nobody will care. But you must understand, at least this is called prime location Don't come and tell me you buy what Yishun, Basiri, Sembawang. You spend 100,000 go and renovate the house I tell you. So sorry to say this I will only laugh at you. I will only laugh at you. Seriously. You never get back a single cent one. I will only laugh at you. Okay. A bit 好像 lecturing but really for your own good for your own good. Okay. So anything else anything else I need to cover No I think nothing else already So basically this is it. Okay. Jason, you got anything you want to?
I remember one of my customer choosing BTO, right? I think you choose somewhere near. I think there's some new BTO in Owen.
The Rochor one Is it the Rochor one?
No, not Rochor. Owen Road there.
Oh yeah. Owen Road got some new BTO. But
Yeah.
this area very difficult to get already But you all know in your heart, right? Henderson Wave, this type of location, 1.4 million, you are siao, you might as well buy here, right? I'm sorry to say this, those people who buy Henderson Wave 1.4 million, I really admire you all, I respect. Daddy Property Chef respects you. Come, I clap for you. Okay lah. Yeah lah, that's it. That's enough from me. Okay, so now we'll have Jason talk about the feng shui aspect of Little India.
Thank you, Joel. Okay, Little India. Okay, similar to District 1 and 2, I'm very excited to share with you some history about Little India, and because when a place with such rich in culture and history, right, we can see some feng shui going on in that area. Lah. So even though it's Little India, we still can apply the feng shui techniques. Yeah. By the way, Indian also have their own way of seeing feng shui. It's called Vatsu, lah, if you are interested. So just a bit about myself. I'm 15 years in this feng shui industry, lah. So I help customer to design and also to help them coach their life to get better, lah. Okay, for those who maybe not sure where Little India is, right? Actually, Little India located uh, towards the south, almost in between south to southeast side of Singapore, lah. Wow, I think my internet a bit lagging. I'm not sure about Joel's side.
Yeah, I think you're 有点慢.
Yeah, yeah. So
But your voice is okay. It's just that
voice.
you are a bit slow.
All right. I think the voice is okay. So Little India, like what Joel said, is ethnic group. So where this where all the Indians could find their culture, things, their ingredients, their tools from their old hometown easily lah. So whenever Deepavali comes, right, the whole place down there is littered with amazing deco lah. So yeah. Let me see. It was so slow. I also a bit lagging. Okay. So a bit about Little India, right? Before it came Little India, most of the Indians when they settled into Singapore, right? Back in the early days, right? They all located at this Julian Street, lah. So where is Julian Street? If you know where is Raffles Place, UOB, that stretch there is Julian Street. So because of the limited land, right? More immigrants come to Singapore, so they need to resettle them. So one of the obvious choice that they have, right, is to move them further out of this Julian Street, slightly out of town. So the Chinese have Chinatown, Malay will have a Kampong Glam. For the little, for Indian, we will have the Little India lah. So some when people move to Little India, they also follow the river lah. So the Serangoon River plays a very important role in their livelihood when they raise livestock and other trades. So every 初一十五 we talk about the three important factors that you can remember very easily: the 财气 and the 人. So when we talk about the wealth sector, right, then I will mention all the shopping district of Little India, the Tekka Center, the Tekka Mall, the Little India Arcade, Serangoon Plaza, Mustafa, City Square. And if you look at the map, right, you notice that those areas are like what Joel just now showed you, that they have a lot of shop houses there. So when shop houses there, right, obviously these shop houses have been there for a very long time. So compared to the newer development, they tend to lose on the system. The system meaning maybe like example the internet, maybe the sewage system, even the transportation system. So all these actually will limit their wealth growth in the area because of the efficiency of the place. But one thing good is they are located just outside the city fringe. So obviously the wealth also can tap onto the CBD area, the rest of town. So next we will talk about. Oh, okay. Then over here, I actually divided Little India into two parts. The first part nearer to the fringe, you see a lot of shop houses. Then another, the next half is where this city square mall is. So you will notice in that area there, you have much more newer buildings, taller buildings. So you can see there will be a shift in the wealth in the area. Lah. Next, we talk about energy. So when you talk about energy, first thing comes to your mind should be the transportations. Yeah. So if you notice their bus system, MRT system lah. So MRT will have Little India Farrer Park, which is the Northeast Line. What Joel just now mentioned, it really bring the people to Little India, even the other races as well lah. So it make it a very attractive place. So the next thing also I want to highlight, because if you notice Little India, one main road, which is Serangoon Road, we will have all the buses, the cars, all the jams will be there lah, because one road. Then followed by they will further divide to the side, the smaller roads to the shop houses and things like that. So just imagine if this happens to our Raffles Place, our officers in Tanjong Pagar. If let's say this happen, they will lose the qi, will not deliver the wealth. So similar for Little India, right? Because of this one main road, right? The growth of Little India will be a bit slow, especially among the shop houses. Next, because of this northeast line, right, brings other cultures come into Little India. So, surprising, there's a monkey god temple, there's a Methodist church in the area. Yeah, and it's even mosque. Yeah, so you have neighbors from the. If you notice, the HDB in the area are quite old. Then also their condominium, lots of shop houses. So when you notice all these old buildings, right? Then you notice at that area of City Square, right? Some of us probably remember this Hotel New World. So Hotel New World, what happened is actually one of the worst disaster that Singapore had, which is 36 years ago, in 1986. Coincidentally, that year is a year of the tiger. So actually, it's just 3 cycles ago. So it's located at the cross junction, Serangoon and this Owen Road. Yeah, so as we all know, right, Feng Shui, we don't like to locate next to the cross junction. Later we will talk more about the location, the direction, how does it face, why we don't like development or buildings near this cross junction. Because cross junction usually bring about very complicated qi to the place. So what we know that this Hotel New World, right, the causes of it is construction error, where 33 people died. So before that, we must understand the background of this Hotel New World. So before it was Hotel New World, when it first built, it was called Lian Yat Building. So built in 1971, 6 stories with a basement garage. Then during that time, during 1975, right, there was already a sign that this not so their bad feng shui resulted in this phenomenon. There is a gas leak. But fortunately, there wasn't a major disaster. But that was the beginning of it. So before it was Hotel New World, it was New Serangoon Hotel until 1984. Then Hotel New World took over and then in 1986, this collapse of New World Hotel. So these are the location of this Hotel New World. So right now, right, today, if you go to the site, right, you will see a new hotel called Fortuna Hotel, which is built in 1994. So if you notice that new location that they built, they avoid avoided the cross junction. They built slightly inwards. Yeah. So on the left, right, you see the black and white picture. That is Hotel New World. See the this signboard now. Their signboard of the building, right, actually face the cross junction. Yeah. So it's the extent how direct they are. Then when they rebuilt Fortuna Center, they shift it slightly inwards, and they left this land until today is still uh, barren. So when I pass by, I haven't seen anything building up to now since Fortuna Center was built. Then the next thing also I'd like to bring your attention is Fortuna Center. So when you look at Fortuna Center, right, you will tell me, is this building haunted, or this is it still bad feng shui because of the history of the land? Then I tell you it may be the case, because if you take a look at the building, this may be an old picture. I think the newer picture is still painted in red. So in red, right, in Chinese feng shui culture, right, is a form of protection. So feng shui tip for you for today is don't pick a red building. So if you go around the different buildings in Singapore, take note of those buildings that are painted red in color. Then you can research a bit of the history and things like that. So just to name a few building, right, that is with heritage and is painted red. If you go along East Coast Road, right, I'm sure you see one old red house. And also in Tanjong Pagar, I'm not wrong, it's called the Little Red Dot. Yeah, so these are these two red buildings that I can remember offhand. Yeah, so be careful of buildings that are painted in red. So that's my tip for tonight. Yeah, I'm a bit lagging, so so bear with me.
Okay, I just check on Google Map. Yeah, it's still red.
Oh, it's still red.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody, when you see red very prominent in the building, right, just have to be careful. Even in Balestier, there's one building that is not painted red. Maybe at some columns that is painted red, and it's just face the T junction. And there's rumors saying that certain floors are haunted.
I think Woodlands also has something similar.
Yeah, so take note of buildings that don't buy them.
Okay, so as usual, for those of you who have anything you all want to ask us about any other districts, right? You all can just PM us inside the in the comment section So okay, Jason, what do you think Little India is a place that you consider?
If they remove the shop house, I'm sorry.
Yeah, lah, but actually the shop house is really there for very long already. But very difficult because all of them are freehold. Very difficult.
Yes.
The
So
owners won't sell one.
yeah, so I think that the development a bit hard. That piece of land a bit hard to develop.
Correct. This is you see, this is so a lot of people, right? They always talk about wow, want to buy freehold, want to buy freehold. You see, this is what happens. So a lot of people also complain, wow, why Singapore most of our property is 99-year leasehold, why no freehold? This is also one issue. I mean, please understand again, I emphasize I don't take sides. I don't have any political sides. I don't give a shit about all these things. I only talk about facts. And the fact is if everything is freehold, right, this is what happened. Actually, you all can go to all our neighboring country and you all will see what is happening. When it's freehold, right, when there is no fear of decay in tenure, then the what will happen is that place is is yours forever lah. But how many people have the money, to go and rebuild the whole thing? You can't, a lot of people can't because we know one thing, inflation is going to kill everybody eventually lah. Inflation is going to kill everybody eventually. I share one story with recently I keep telling everybody this story. Today the egg seller goes to a vegetable store. I think I know Jason this story the other day. The egg seller goes to a vegetable store and asks, "Hey, why your vegetable price go up? Then the vegetable seller say, because the pork, prices of pork went up. Then after that, the egg seller asked the vegetable seller. The vegetable seller say, "Hey, but pork go up. What has that got to do with you?" Then the the vegetable seller say, because I don't eat pork. So this happened to the vegetable seller and the pork seller and the fish seller, and then the fish seller goes back to the egg seller, So this is a repercussion. So I just want everybody to think about this thing. Everybody wants to do lesser work but earn more money. How can you do that? By charging higher rates, right? You can only do so by charging higher rates, what? Because you don't want to do more, ma. You don't want to do more, but you want to earn more money. How can you do that? Charge higher, lah. That's what developers are doing, ma. Because they cannot build more, you see. They cannot build more, but they want to charge more money. So what they do? They charge higher, lah. Then when they charge you higher, right? You need a higher pay, right? You need higher pay, right? So you ask for higher pay, right? Then your bosses, in order to pay you higher pay, they will need to get the money from outside. You see, this is what inflation is about, In layman term, it's very, very simple. Everybody wants more money, but they are refusing to put in more quantity of work. Agree or not? So in the end, how? Inflation, sorry, in my humble opinion, in my foolish opinion, it's just man-made. Correct. Today, one egg, I want to sell 30 cents because I want to earn more money. Because my chicken cannot lay more eggs, My chicken cannot lay more eggs. But I want to earn more money. So what can I do? I don't want to buy more chicken. I can only charge you higher, lah. Then in the end, he'll realize by charging you this egg at a more expensive price, right? Everything is going to come back and bite you. Money, wealth should be grown by you give more, you receive more. It's something like that. That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. Okay. So it's just like how I conduct my business. I conduct my business. I earn more by serving more clients. I don't earn more by charging you more. I don't come to you and tell you I do video presentation for you. I charge you 3%. No, Joel don't do that. But I charge you 3% because I sell your house at a higher price than all others. Fair, right? Correct. This is how it works. But the problem is people want to do the same amount of work, but they want to earn more money. Then money becomes lesser and lesser in value. This is basic common sense. Correct. So for areas like Little India, I myself feel that it is a pity. It is a pity because most of the land are freehold. And I can tell you the owners don't want to sell one because they want to sell at ridiculous higher price. Because I'm freehold. You all make them make the freehold sound so special, This is the thing. So mark my words, another 30 to 40 years down the road, right? You all will start to see, right, which districts are the most run down. If it is not the rich people's cluster, like example, East Coast, East Coast, whereby all the landed, or Bukit Timah, if it's not this type of area, you start to realize, how come the town, a lot of freehold property, but start to get more and more run down? Why? Because cannot afford to upkeep. They cannot afford to upkeep, but they don't want to sell. They want to sell at ridiculous price. So this will just keep happening. This will just keep happening. So I can only share this with you all. It's just 2 cents for your thought. You all can choose to disagree with me. But it is happening and it will happen, and it's coming faster than we are seeing. It's coming very, very fast. You all will start to see a lot of people, a lot of areas. Like example, I quote you all an example. One project, very big project, Pandan Valley. Freehold, very nice one. But the design old already, and it's a very large piece of land, In another 10 20 years down the road, can the current owners maintain, carry on with the upkeep of the building or not? You have to decide for yourself, I can tell you they cannot. Because yes, structure of the building is meant to last for 99 years, 100 over years, definitely. But how about the pipings? The leaves? The electrical wires? All these need to be changed, And you don't tell me 50 years ago, pricing of the metal is the same as 50 years later, It will not be the same, Labor cost is also not the same, This is the thing. In the end, freehold property also have to go. Why? It's not because the land lose value. The land will never lose value. It will never lose value. The problem is, can you keep up with the upkeep or not? So that's why you realize one thing. So sorry to say this. Freehold properties, right? Only the rich man land, keep on prospering. Because they can afford, right? Correct. People buy GCB, they tear down the whole thing and rebuild, These are the super rich people. But how many percentage of Singaporeans are super rich? So this is the thing. That's why when you are purchasing properties, right, by buying condos, when you are buying freehold property, right, of course it sounds nice, but of course we know the newer ones, they are all smaller in size. Then you go and buy the older ones, right, bigger in size, more affordable in price, right. You must also understand they are old. Humans, when we become old, right, we are not so healthy anymore. You see our insurance premium also go up. You tell me building upkeep, it's the same logic. Okay? So just sharing this with you all. Hope you all, when buying your house, just keep this in mind. All these all very simple little things, but keep this in mind. Because in the end, they will affect you in the long run. Don't just keep thinking about, I buy a house, I must have freehold ownership. My house confirm must make money. Who can confirm? Nobody can confirm. Correct. If there's World War III, everything is bullshit, I can tell you all, my North Oaks, my return on investment now, right, based on paper value, I can tell you I almost hit 100% return on investment already, Paper value 谁都会讲，我也会讲。People tell you what 70-80%, I tell you almost 100 already. Then Joel is God. No, it's not. After you deduct everything, you start to see, shit, everything actually is nothing. It is nothing. Okay, it is nothing. Okay, so thank all of you for watching tonight. Jason, you have anything else you want to share with us or not?
Nothing.
You are very quiet, are you? Okay lah. I ask you something that confirm you must answer. Like
Oh.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 we done already. 5 done. 6, 7 we just done. 8 we just done today. 9, 10, 11 actually we did already or not? I keep forgetting. Have we done or not?
Bukit Timah definitely done. So 10 done.
10 is done.
Orchard.
Orchard, I think
don't
haven't do, right?
Yeah, I don't remember Orchard. We did Orchard. Yeah, 11 also I don't think we done.
11 also haven't done. 12 also haven't done. 13 we also haven't done, right? 14 we've done.
Yeah.
15 we've done. 16 we've done.
Yeah.
17 done. 18 done. 19 done. Bishan Ang Mo Kio also done, right?
Yeah.
We did for Ang Mo, correct?
Yeah.
22 we done already. Jurong I know confirm we done.
Yeah.
24 don't need to do because cemetery nobody interested.
Okay.
I think 28 Yishun we haven't do yet, right? Yishun Sembawang we haven't do yet.
Sembawang like do before.
Sembawang we done.
Yeah, Yishun we done already because we're talking about the
only Seletar we haven't do yet.
Yeah.
Because 20 23 to 20. 24 we done already or not? No, we're not done.
24?
Oh
No,
shit.
done.
No, 24 because it's cemetery. But the
Yeah.
problem is what? Now 24 will cover Tengah.
Yeah.
Actually, we need to do 24 already.
Okay.
Because of Tengah. Then I think 28 we haven't done also. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind. We cover row by row lah. Since we cover 8 already, let's do Orchard lah. Next one, what do you think?
Yeah.
Orchard lah. See,
Yeah,
interesting lah. The best
Yeah.
place in Singapore.
Yes.
This is what they claim. They claim.
Yeah, PAP once hold office there, so must be not bad.
Last time. Let's expose Orchard.
Yes.
Let's strip Orchard naked.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Oh, wait. Must still see. That one is 2E already. 2E. When is 2E?
2E. 24th November.
24th. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. 24th November, 8:30. We will see you guys in Orchard. No lah, not in Orchard lah. Okay, we'll look at Orchard, Ken Hill. Okay, Ken Hill. Oh, okay, Ken Hill. And River Valley. Okay, so let's have a look at our so-called prime area in Singapore. How good it actually is. Okay.
Mm.
Okay, thank you all so much for joining us. Then I have to have the closing speech lah. Okay, as I always say, home is like a recipe. Nothing's perfect, but we'll definitely help you find something that suits you and your loved ones. Okay, Jason, say bye-bye. Okay, I'm Joel. Let's make you do well. Good night.